Hey, I'm Cody Whitsett. We're here at Kalia Creek testing the 2019 KTM 250SX. When I first hopped on the bike, I was really surprised at how comfortable and how easy it was to ride. There wasn't much vibration as compared to a lot of the other two-strokes I've ridden. The bike had a lot of bottom end power. I almost feel like it had a little bit too much bottom end power where it could have sacrificed a little of that and put it on the top. So I think preferably for me, I would have thrown a smaller tooth rear sprocket on it just to kind of even out the power band and kind of, you know, bring down the power out of the turns, because it kept looping out a lot for me. So to make it more manageable, I think I'd try to slow it down a bit by putting a smaller sprocket on. The counterbalance in the motor really helped bring down the vibration in the motor, which really helped, you know, throughout the longer motos that I tried to do. You know, a couple laps in, I wasn't as worn out as I typically would be on a two-stroke without that, so that counterbalance really helped. The new chassis design felt exceptional in cornering and just mainly everywhere. It handled super good for me. Turning, you know, through the braking bumps, coming out of turns, just everything, the bikes felt really light. I'm a real big fan of the WP air forks on these bikes because of how easily they could be adjusted between riders and track conditions. At the beginning of the day, the bike felt a little chattery in some sections where there was a bit of little braking bumps and going into turns. But after we made some adjustments to the clickers on the compression, rebound, and a little bit on the high compression on the shock, the bike seemed a lot more planted and it gave a little bit more traction, which is what I thought it needed. So after some adjustments, the bike handled really well. Out here at Kalia Creek, the track's super high speed and sandy, which makes perfect conditions for a 252 stroke. And on top of it being a 252 stroke, it's a well-built and fast one. The track this morning was super soft and a lot of turns, and some turns were a little bit blown out and flat and dry. But overall, the bike's chassis really made it easy to take control of the bike and kind of manhandle it through the turns. You could kind of put the bike wherever you wanted and it wouldn't, you know, pull out of the rut or want to pull out of the berm or anything. It'd kind of just go wherever you wanted it to. Straight out of the box, the 2019 KTM 250SX is a phenomenal bike. I could definitely race it stock as is. However, the two things I would probably change on it would be the seat cover, as I kind of felt my butt slipping off it sometimes in some turns. And I would probably throw some unbreakable levers on it. Overall, the 2019 KTM 250SX is an awesome bike and I had a blast riding it. If you want more info on the 2019 models, head over to transworldmx.com or the KTM website.